Welcome back to Rise of the Jaang. This is episode 7 of our Paradox Mega Campaign following the Jaang Dynasty as they chart a path through 2,000 years of gameplay in CK2, EU4, Vic2, Hearts of Iron 4, and Stellaris. The year is 811 AD, and the dynasty's second ruler, Kamar Nava, has spent the first 13 years of his reign consolidating power and weathering the ongoing tuberculosis epidemic. Let's go ahead and go forward. So the tuberculosis epidemic is still continuing. It's been going for about 8 years on the coast. It's also spread to some places on the opposite coast. A lot of disease. We've been attempting to build up prosperity and the troop strength of our personal domain, but of course the tuberculosis epidemic is basically holding us steady where we started, no matter how much we've put into improving our domain. Well, there's not much we can do about that. We're just going to keep moving forward and hope for the best. We're also going to invite more people to our realm. It's a good time to invite people with lots of money and no heirs into our realm because, well, there's a tuberculosis epidemic, so the money might soon fall into our hands. You're like, how would that happen? Well, if they don't have any heirs and they have lots of money, their money goes to us if they were to die. Unfortunate, but it does leave us rather wealthy and able to use the money to improve our domain. We will also, of course, be inviting people with special skills that we need in our court, courtiers to marry off to other courtiers, and so on. But when we're first starting out, money is often a very important thing to have because we're not generating a whole lot, but we do have a need to improve our personal domain in order to take on all of the non-Zhangs that somehow have managed to insinuate themselves into control of our future lands that rightfully belong to us. Somehow, not us people are living on. This will be dealt with. But first, we'll continue to invite people with money to come live in our court on the off chance that we can get some of the money. We'll also be inviting people who have good commander traits and so on, in order to fill our armies. Now, this may not be a playstyle that everyone finds good for them. Inviting lots of people into your court can lead to problems if you're disliked, or if you have an enemy out there who has high spy skill, high intrigue. Then inviting a bunch of strangers who may or may not share your religion and who may or may not share your culture into your court is going to decrease your lifespan a lot. You're basically going to get murdered. If, on the other hand, your vassals all like you, you haven't made any enemies outside your court with high intrigue, then inviting a whole bunch of foreigners into your court isn't necessarily a bad thing. There are also advantages to it, as well as the negatives. But yeah, definitely, if you've got a whole bunch of tyranny under your belt and your vassals barely tolerate you, don't invite a bunch of people into your court who can be easily bribed to support plots against you, because that will just lead to a quick turnover of your realm. And 3 or 4 assassinations in a row, and your dynasty might collapse. So just word to the wise that what I'm doing with inviting all of these people into my court is very situational, depending on how you're playing. Especially if you're playing, for instance, if you were playing a Muslim realm and had a whole bunch of children where all the children are conspiring against each other. Having a bunch of foreigners in the court that can be easily bribed is basically suicide. Your brothers will bribe them and have you murdered. We're playing in a Buddhist realm, very different dynamic among the the children and the dynasty members. They like each other, being members of the same dynasty, and they're not all trying to kill each other, at least not quite as obviously and as blatantly as in Muslim realms. All right, this is quite a bit of money that would end up in our hands if these people were to succumb to the epidemic that is currently sweeping our land. I think I've counted at least 2,000 or 3,000 potential gold that could potentially be ours. We'll see. If that happens, we'll use it to improve our personal demand and increase which will increase our military power. It'll also allow us to expand our land, have more vassals, without the vassals ridiculously outnumbering the troops under control of the central government. Central government being us. Any more money to be had quickly before I tire of inviting these people to my court? No, here's some people. Excellent, excellent. No. There's somebody. Why don't you come to my court? I think your money will fit right in. Who's this person? 17. We'll invite her. Maybe someone will marry her. We'll have some more Oria kids running around. Once we educate them into our culture. And there we go. We've invited a large number of people. And we'll see where that takes us. Welcome, welcome to our court. All of you, come on in. There's room for everyone here in our consumption, tuberculosis-ridden kingdom on the eastern coast of India. And there sure is a lot of clicking going on. All right, come on, all of you. Excellent, excellent. And there we go. Let's go running. I'd like to go running. All right. About halfway from 3rd level to 4th level of the Buddhist Society. And our second ruler of the Jaang Dynasty, Maharaja Kamarnava, has died at the age of 42 with poor health. Unfortunate. This does leave Maharaja Madhavaraja in charge of the realm. And he gained his ambition to gain a title. Wow. Excellent. All right, let's see how our realm breaks down. A skilled tactician. Our new ruler is 21 years old. We're going to give him, have him try and raise martial education. And he also is attempting to have the realm prosper. So something has to counteract this epidemic that's lingering forever on our shores. And he will get a claim from his mother on the Pallava kingdom, which is to our south, if she were to succumb to the tuberculosis epidemic. And he will, of course, immediately join the Buddhist Society. Unfortunately, neither of our first two rulers ever reached the top rung and were able to convert any counties to Buddhism, which is the ultimate goal with joining the Buddhist Society. But say, putting our emphasis on our capital, and we're going to fill our court with individuals who will do a good job with the realm. We are researching cultural tech in our capital. We are training troops in the capital, and we are attempting to get a claim on something. Let's try this. All right, also, we're going to recruit a court physician. You would think we would have one around with the tuberculosis epidemic sweeping the nation. So now we are on our third ruler, Maharaja Madhavaraja. So he is the king. Maharaja Jaang has replaced his father, Kamarnava, of the Jaang kingdom. So I'm the third ruler of the Jaang Dynasty. And yes, we will have a surgeon come to serve us. And let's see how... consumption is starting to fade away. Oh, now they're blaming cats. Really? The cats are not to blame. It is not cats. You fools. We like cats. Orthodox faith triumphant. Why? I don't care about the Orthodox faith. They're some other place. All right. Why would I care about some people outside India? They don't even matter. Why is non-India even in the game? All right. So let's go forward and see what happens with... good. The tuberculosis epidemic is fading. There's an angry mob angry about cats. Great. Okay, apparently we're going to get rid of all cats because we don't want a negative 75% tax modifier in our capital for 10 years. It's ridiculous. All right. Sorry, cats. Oh, yes. I'm sorry, Kiwi. Even your cats. All of the cats. Get rid of the cats. Because the stupid peasants are blaming cats. What is wrong with you people? All right. Peasants. All right. Your courtier, Mahadevi. Oh, yes. Somebody else has become Buddhist. Excellent. Let's see. And I have a chance to improve my martial skill. Well, I must learn to create choke points? No. How about outflanking the enemy is tried and true? There we go. The courtier is learning Buddhism. Excellent. And we improved our trade post. That is good. And we'll improve it again. Our barracks is almost built in the capital. And slowly but surely, yes, disease has fled our kingdom. Now we can maybe start to improve our prosperity somewhat without all this disease. All right, let's make sure that we still have a court tutor, that they've not died. Okay, good. We do need some commanders for our army in case we are attacked. While they're attempting to build up the prosperity of our realm. And there's some infighting going on between our relatives. All right. We're going to build new roads in Kataka. Excellent. Move forward. So, our heir, at least our current heir, has managed to usurp. So he now controls what? Two duchies from his brother. And just when I was saying Buddhists didn't try and steal land from their brothers, made a liar out of me already. This is horrible. Oh well. Well, sometimes survival of the fittest is a good strategy. Let's move forward. Our spy master. Oh, interesting. My brother. Why not make my brother the spy master? What could go wrong? All right. We'll put him in charge of spying on the Chinese to gain tech. And we'll move forward. Let's see. Open plains suits my needs best. Yes, I will learn how to fight on open plains since there are quite a lot of those in our kingdom. Jungle, well, there's some jungle, but plains near the coast. Let's go running. And let's see, well, do I want to be content or do I want to be ambitious? Well, let's try some ambition. Oh, yes. It's improved my skills immensely. They want me to study theology. I will accept. As soon as I'm able to study theology, I'll do that. And my brother is spreading rumors. That is just sad. All right, my sister's marrying matrilinearly to a Hungarian general. Excellent. Some Hungarian blood in our kingdom. They're almost European, aren't they? They're near Europe. Well, there's some Hungarians in here. For later when we conquer Europe, we can have some advice from the locals. All right. Alrighty. Peasants. We're helping peasants spread their culture. Alright, so our trade post is now fully up to level 2. Hopefully we'll start to get some money generated once our prosperity is completely gone after the 10 years of plague of tuberculosis. We'll attempt to continue improving our capital. How about a militia training ground? Or better yet, a keep. A keep will do us well. And we are starting to rebound in the number of troops we can raise after the disaster of the plague. A war game. This will be fun. Let the best warlords win. Let's say, rush forward with a light skirmish force before their force reaches the hill. Use cover to cover the skirmishers' retreat while taking the hill. Oh, look, it worked. Marshal +1, gain 75 prestige. And my wife, Kula Devi, a princess of the Assamese kingdom of Kamarupa, is pregnant. Excellent. Alright, we're in 814, August of 814. Continuing to improve our demand as we get over the lingering effects of the consumption that swept our nation. Is there another epidemic? No, good. Unless there's no epidemics that I can see. And my first child is a daughter. Excellent. And we're still unagnatic, so she's not going to inherit anything unless we can go to agnatic cognatic, which I will need to have reigned for at least 10 years in order to make that change to our crown laws. At some point, we may wish to attack our neighbor, but we don't have enough karma. Oh well. We could subjugate our neighbor if we had enough karma. We have a child who needs... There we go. Excellent. And Alan. They're from over near Europe too, aren't they? There we go. We'll marry one of our dynasty to an Alan. Semi-European people. Or eventual conquest of that part of the earth. A courtier is marrying. We're still trying to attempt to raise ourselves within the Buddhist society. And this gentleman, yes, quite a bit going on. None of it leading to expansion of our realm at the moment. A well-dressed merchant. How much money will it cost me? 100 gold. Let's try this. We need more trade. We'll sponsor this merchant. Some far-off merchant helping see local monastery. We'll give them gold. And our keep was built in Katak. And we'll also build a militia training ground in Katak. And what is this? Ah, yes. Another betrothal. We have another Hungarian general joining our realm. Let's see if he likes money. Alright. Him as a commander. We'll award him an honorary title. And we will try to convert him, yes. We will convert him to our religion. Excellent. And we'll also try the same with the other Hungarian general in our realm. Good. Excellent. And who else do we have among our siblings? He's betrothed. This sibling also betrothed. Good. We'll move forward. The Jaang kingdom has not been attacked. We also haven't shrunk in this time. And we're gaining some tech. Excellent. It looks like we may be able to increase our keeps and our infrastructure tech, which will allow us to build more within our capital as soon as our militia training ground is finished. So we're going to do that so we can now raise 2,800 of our own troops. That's 977 of our vassals. So yes, we're starting to get past the effects of the 10-year-long tuberculosis epidemic. And yes, the realm is prospering. Good. Well, ambition to make a friend. There we go. Training our vassals properly. And now we're going to attempt to change our focus to theology. There we go. Which was a mission I had for the Buddhist Society. Yeah, excellent. Also make sure this child is raised as Orient and Buddhist. As we go forward, this one as well. And as soon as we get our karma up, we're going to subjugate one of our neighbors. But for now, we're building up our strength and getting ready for that. Which is now 817. We're going to stop here. This is episode 7 of Rise of the Jaang. So if you liked episode 7, come back for episode 8 of Rise of the Jaang, in which we will further expand our realm.